Before I start, I'd like to thank everyone in the audience for coming out to this ceremonious occasion, and also helping all of us, our 8th grade students, through everything. I'd like to thank the parents for always supporting your child through all their challenges. I'd like to thank the teachers for educating and helping the new generation succeed. And finally, I'd like to thank our very young class of 2018 for the 3 unforgettable years that will stick with us for the rest of our lives. We have all experienced those failures in our life that we feel we cannot recover. Those failures that tear you apart both physically and mentally. That one time you bombed that fast. That time you missed the game-winning shot. That time when you got 20 kills in Florida and still lost to a Bushman. But all of us have gotten past those challenges because we are here. We are here standing on our own 2 feet at the end of our middle school journey, and we have survived through middle school and all its thrown-ins, bad grades, injuries, broken friendships. We've still all come out the other end, changed, but still alive and well. However, in high school, we'll experience even more failure, this time with twice the agony. See, what is more important to us is what we do after failure. Some people choose to accept failure and never achieve anything in life because they have lost all self-belief in themselves to achieve great things. But for those people who persist through failure, they are the ones who achieve great things. They believe in themselves, and because of that, they are able to succeed. Elon Musk, Pete Heck, and Stephen Curry, the world's greatest figures, all got to where they are, not from succeeding, from failing over and over and over again. So here's my message to you. Believe in yourself. We will all hit bumps in the road, but the most important thing is to still believe in yourself. If you believe you can do it, then you can do it. If you believe that you can be an Olympic gold medal winner, then you can do it. If you believe that you can be the President of the United States of America, then you can do it. If you believe that you can change the world, then you can do it. Because every one of us has the potential. We are the generation of the future. We will be the ones to battle the problems facing humanity, such as climate change and technology. But to be the ones to change the world, must first leave behind all doubt. Class of 2018, we are ready to face the challenges that high school will present to us. But first, we must persevere and support each other through our ups and downs and learn to rally from failure. Our world needs more different things, more brave explorers. So be the difference who wants to. I leave everyone with a quote from a man who many of us analyze this year in response. I quote Martin Luther King. Darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. When we fail, we lose self-belief in our morale crashes. But to succeed, you must put all the self-doubt aside and believe in yourself. Time is ticking. Our future awaits us. But success only comes to the go-getters. So hunt down your dreams and make it your future. Thank you.
Thank you, Justin. Now I'd like to introduce our final student speaker. Please welcome Cherie Curry.
Good morning, parents, staff, and Oak Valley class of 2018. I've had an epiphany. Throughout middle school, we've all been nuts. Specifically pistachios, shelled pistachios. Some of us are dried pistachios, some toasted, some were roasted, and others are just salty. What I'm trying to say is, while we pistachios are all different in our own ways, our individuality is what makes us unique and valuable. Now I know this analogy is probably driving you nuts, so let me continue by sharing how Oak Valley helped me split open my own shell. The night before the first day of 6th grade, I was so eager to begin my new life. Unfortunately, once I got to school, things went a bit downhill. My first period class was choir, and I somehow ended up in the gym. Needless to say, I found my way, but it shocked me how much of a step up middle school was from elementary. These 3 years have been such a journey. We have started to expand the gap between our shells, transitioning from our naive 6th grade selves into mature 8th graders, exposing a bit of our nutty selves. I know I not only speak for myself when I say that Oak Valley truly is an amazing school to be at. My diverse classes, clubs, and friendships have made these 3 years incredible. From peer leaders to Science Olympia to band and orchestra, we have it all. Just look at the trophies gleaming in the Welcome Center. As Oak Valley Falcons, we pride ourselves in our positivity and inclusive behavior. Furthermore, our rigorous academic curriculum, along with an emphasis on collaboration, has challenged us to push the limits and expand our mental capacity. But our supportive staff and tenacious teachers have paved the path to greatness. Overall, Oak Valley has given us the tools to widen the gap between ourselves and not only discover who we are, but the positive impact we can make on the world. In a nutshell, these 3 years have taught me that being yourself is the most meaningful gift you can give to the world. The world needs us leaders, innovators, and trailblazers. I highly encourage you to continue to break out of your shells as you transition to high school and show the world your individual flavor. Growth may be uncomfortable, but let's embrace this change. In high school, we will make mistakes. We might even fail, but if we view the failure as a chance to improve and learn, we will succeed. But don't stop there. Once things start to feel a bit comfortable, crack open your shell even more and experience the terrifying yet exhilarating feeling of being a bare pistachio. I'd like to conclude with a quote by Gandhi who said, "If you want to change the world, start with yourself." When we are able to transform and embrace our unshelled selves, we can accomplish anything we dream of. The world is ready for us next. Raw, flavored, or mixed. Thank you, and congratulations.
My pleasure to introduce Executive Director of Learning Support Services, Ms. Cindy DeClerc.
Good morning, Oak Valley community, and most importantly, the 8th grade students that are seated here before me this morning. First of all, you look amazing. You absolutely look amazing. And the other thing I was thinking about is several times we referred to you as the 8th grade class. Do you know there's only a little bit more time left before we no longer can call you that? You will be 9th graders. You will be high school students. So think about that. That's pretty incredible. You know, promotion day brings with it a roller coaster of emotions. There's a lot of celebration, there's a lot of achievement, and think about what you have truly achieved. Think about all the time you have spent doing homework, reading books, writing papers, running miles, singing songs, doing math problems. You know, I was formerly a math teacher for about 17 years, so I thought it would be kind of fun to work on a math problem. When you think about time and how much time you have spent achieving, if you take 3 years times 180 days times 7 hours a day, and that doesn't include homework, right? Times 60 minutes times 60 seconds, I actually calculated this out. 13,608,000 seconds of time you have spent achieving this year. That's amazing. Yeah, give yourselves a round of applause. You know, many people say that education is preparation for life. John Dewey, who is an American philosopher and educational reformer, says that education is life. So, as you wind down your last few seconds of being an 8th grade student, take pride in what you've accomplished, be a learner for life, and more importantly, don't forget to enjoy the journey. And so now, it gives me great pleasure, Principal Casey Currigan, Board Member Lily Beatty, staff, parents, friends, and only for a little while longer, 8th grade students. On behalf of the Poway Unified School District, it gives me great pleasure to certify that the 2018 8th grade students of Oak Valley Middle School has successfully met the course requirements and curriculum standards of the state of California for promotion to high school. Congratulations, class.
Now, I would like to ask the Oak Valley staff to come forward as we prepare to receive our promotion certificates. Students whose names are called with distinction have cumulative GPA between 3.5 and 3.99. Students whose names are called with honors have a cumulative GPA of 4.0.
We've been practicing. We are doing our best. We've given it a valiant effort. We look forward to certifying our students. Shall we? Mr. Middleton's class, please rise.